Good afternoon. Welcome to my daily Facebook Live message. My name is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. And this is my daily broadcast. I do these every day. That's why it's daily. So obvious, I know. And this is part of a series called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. And today's is number 271, I think it is. I have to keep track of the numbers in my head because I don't see the screen of what I put up in the first place. And today's topic is actually inspired by some conversations I had with clients today. And there's a common thread, as you may have gathered from this talk. The way I described it is, and I'm aiming at women over 45 because that was the lowest one of the women I was talking to this happened for. And I call it Don't Deny Your Libido. One, because it might get your attention. And two, because I'm speaking to that area from a masculine point of view, which may be interesting. We'll see. But also may be a nudge and reminder for some of you watching who are either giving up or denying that you still have the juice. I have to be careful how to say this. It's supposed to be PG-13, maybe G-rated even, so I've got to be careful on the language I use. So, in conversations with my clients, there was a common thread that happened about feeling that they were losing their juice, losing their libido, losing their sexuality. They're like, in one case, been alone for so long that she wondered if it still worked anymore. And she wasn't even 50 yet. So, for those of you watching who are over 40, 45, 50, 55, even older than that, this might be a message of hope. This might be a message of encouragement. This might also be a message of reminder, frankly, because I know several women who are, let's put it in their 6th decade, 7th decade now, where their sexual libido is as strong as ever. And I'm saying that to make a point, which is this. You control your libido. Not society, not statistics, not the rule books about what women should have and should not have by the time they're 40, 50, 60, etc. There's there's misinformation being put out there, and I've got a couple of friends of mine who coach in this area of feminine libido and feminine strength as the clock ticks, I'll put it that way. That proves that the statistics put around and the rules put out by society are totally bullshit. I hope that makes a point. Now, I'm no expert, at least not in the sense of biology or feminine women's health, but I have some women who are friends of mine who are very expert in this, and they've told me these things. So I'm speaking from a word of mouth knowledge, if that counts. I hope it does. Because if you're following me, then let me say this up front. If you're a woman in this situation who's challenged by this, please message me over social media privately, or go to my website and reach out to me through the contact page, and I'll put you in touch with one of the women I know in particular, who absolutely knows this stuff. So I'm speaking from my learning from her, and from my own voice as a masculine man, encouraging you ladies to own your power. Part of the libido conversation is feminine power as well. Not necessarily saying you have to be, well, let me say it this way. I was talking to a woman on Sunday because she was talking about the goddess, and I personally have a challenge with the word goddess being the final destination for women. I don't believe it is. It's a stepping stone. And if you watched my videos before, you may have heard me talk about this probably about 8-9 months ago. I think. It was last year. Because I believe the evolution of the feminine moves into a level beyond the goddess, which is the priestess. And from a friend I was talking to on Sunday, my new friend, she resonated deeply. It was a very, and a half for her. And it's the truth, because for me, and as I explained it, the priestess is the goddess energy connected with divinity and power of the warrior, all combined. Because there's a decisiveness that the priestess brings, and the energetic that women have when they're in their libido. I'm getting back to that, by the way. There is a it's like a weave in a way, or a blending. No, it's not the right word either. There's a helix. No, I'm trying to think of the word to say. But there's a way of the feminine power, feminine libido, and the priestess energy that all fits together in a, like strands make up a very thick rope, a powerful, strong connection between all components. And for ladies, especially when you're over 40, for several women I know, and it's disheartening, they feel like they've got to give up, because once they are past the age where they can have babies in a healthy way, they tend to think they're shut down. And some women have chosen hysterectomies, and I'm not going to get into that detail because that's not my strength, but I've heard enough stories from different women and from people who coach in this area that a hysterectomy and the journey of the hormonal change that some women go through is not mandatory. Again, I'm being careful about this because I don't want to step on toes, because it's not my area of expertise. However, I've learned from people I know. And if it's an area you're dealing with and you want some help in this area, please reach out to me and I'll connect you with my friend who does this work, who knows this stuff. And frankly, that's the point of this video, I guess, is if there's any of you ladies watching this who've been feeling challenged as your numbers, your birth numbers go up, that somehow you have to give up some of these things. I'm not the expert to teach you how to do it, but as a man, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't give it up. Your power, your majesty, and your libido is your companion you can keep with you for, as far as I am aware. And again, I'm not skilled in this area, but my feeling is it doesn't have to end. And so for some of my clients, because I've been working with women about this recently, is their concerns about dating is tied to somehow the libido being numbed out or dying away. And as a man, I'm telling them, no. You know, your sex life, your relationship possibilities, and your romance does not end at 45 or earlier, as some women think. There are women who've been single for 5, 10 years into their 50s that feel like they're not sure if it even works anymore, which I said at the beginning. And I say, no, that's not true. Out of practice, maybe, but like riding a bike, and I'm going to be careful with this. It's like when you first ride a bike as a kid, you need stabilize to get some balance. But when you come back to riding a bike when you're an adult, you don't need to practice as much. It's in there. And this is a very bad analogy, I know. But the libido, your ability to be sexual with somebody who's been away for a while, even if you're in your 50s, ladies, even in your 60s and beyond, it's still available. So just take it from me as a concerned citizen, as a caring man, that if you've been giving up that feeling that you can have that again, you're telling yourself a lie. I don't have much to talk about this in the sense of technical stuff because it's not my skill area. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a woman. But I want to say this because I felt passionate about this after the conversations I had today with my clients. I felt really inspired and frustrated because I want to speak about this. Because there may be other women who watch my broadcasts who've been feeling the same way as my clients were, which is they feel like they're meant to give up that idea of having sex again. And I'm like, no. And I know I'm speaking from a male point of view, but I'm also speaking from the point of view of these women's future boyfriends, partners, and husbands, perhaps. I like to think so. They're my clients. And so I want to put this out there as a encouragement and as a reminder and as a gesture of reverence that I believe you ladies, women, especially when you're beyond the youthful years, as they call it, or the baby making years, as they also call it, that term. It does not mean the end of things. In fact, in some ways, it's the beginning. And for those of you ladies who are, and I'll say this one part again, who are dealing with that concern about the hormonal shifts and hysterectomy choices, before you decide on that, consult with people who are more holistic and naturopathic based, because I've got friends of mine who are in that area and they specialize in working with women who choose a different way. You can have your cake and eat it too sort of thing. You can have libido and maturity and all the good stuff together. It's an interesting topic to choose. I didn't know I was going to do this way, but it's the way it is. If any of this touched you, I hope it did. If this message, at least as a message of inspiration, it lands for you, I'm glad. If you have any questions and want some help, again, I have some women I would love to refer you to for help in this area. So I'm not saying I can help you with this. but I can refer you to someone who can. For any woman who's over 45, you know, who may want to watch this, please share it with them. It's not for me to say that this is not my coaching, but it's just my awareness from speaking to my clients today and feeling this sadness that was showing up with my clients. I'm going to say this with my clients so they can watch this as a reminder after I talk to them about this, that they can have it all, and as can you. I think that's about it. I had another topic planned for today, but this is what came up when I went to sit down and do the broadcast. So thank you for joining me and watching my broadcast. If you haven't seen my broadcast before, I do this every day. This is why they're called daily Facebook Live Talks. This is number 271, I think it is. I have to look at the title again. And it's messages from the masculine to inspire the feminine heart, and I hope this one did. You can find these on my business page on Facebook, which is barryselby.author. Also on my YouTube channel, where they'll end up soon as well, which is Barry Selby is the user handle, and Messages from the Masculine is the playlist. And if you go to my website, which is barryselby.com, there's a playlist under video blog, which has all of these shown there as well. If you're in the area if you're in the throes of challenges around love and relationships, please reach out to me. This is my speciality. This topic isn't, it's just my referral to people I know who can help with that. Yes, ladies, you can have it all. Please share this out with anybody who thinks should watch this. If you have any questions, comments, please put them below. I'll do my best to answer. And again, if you want some help in the area of continued sexual expression and libido beyond the ages when it's supposed to be not available, which is bullshit, reach out to me. I'll connect you with people I know who can help you with that. And that, I think, is that. As always, as a reminder, please take care of yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself, honor who you are. You deserve the best. This may be a reminder of that. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I will see you again with another broadcast in the afternoon tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.